A lot of good moments. It's just I feel like every other week or every other month I have a new moment where I'm like, wow, that's the best I've ever played, which feels good and makes it, I keep going for stuff like that. But every time I play a tournament set and it feels really good and I feel like I'm playing the best I've ever played. Probably each of those consecutive moments. I just had a tournament a couple weekends ago in Las Vegas where I placed ninth out of nearly 400, I think, and I think that was one of the best I've ever played, and that felt really good. So that was a really big accomplishment for me.
So you would definitely say over the past 7 years, you said that you've grown a lot in the game.
Yeah, I think I've grown a lot in the game, and I think I've also grown a lot just as a person too. Just like competition in general, there's a lot of learning, and there's a lot of you know a lot of ways to approach it. I've learned how to teach other people as well because I do coaching as well, stuff like that. Um, so I've learned a lot through Smash. Yeah.
How long have you been doing the coaching part?
Coaching, I've been doing maybe a year and a half ish, maybe almost 2 years. I'm actually not sure on the number. I think a year-ish, year and a half is probably closer to the right one. But yeah, that's been a lot of fun too. It's really interesting because it gives you a different perspective on the game, and not only are you helping other people, but you kind of help yourself in a way too because you can kind of see things from a different perspective, So.
How would you describe yourself? Do you like competing more or playing for fun or
I'm definitely more of a competitor. Ever since I was young, I remember playing like board games um with like friends or something. I think I was waiting for them to play, and I think some of them were playing like just like house rules or whatever, and I was like really, really young, and it like made me upset. I'm like, you guys aren't playing it the right way or whatever. But like I've always been a competitor, but at the same time, like you have to have fun because if you're only a competitor and you're only competing and it's all seriousness, like it's there's like a limit to that. So like you have to have fun. So definitely both, but I definitely lean towards the competitive sides of things. So I like optimizing things and seeing the best thing you can do because it all started out with uh it all started out with it just being fun because when I was younger, I played different games and I originally just played them for fun and I played them all the time, but I played them so often and I got so good at them to the point where uh, it just started to naturally lean into the competitive side of things. And I was so good to the point where I was like, oh, okay, what can I do to make myself like better and how can I see this as like something I can improve at? So it kind of made like a transition a little bit, but so it's both.
if you were to give someone advice who may be looking into joining an esports team but they're kind of on the fence, what would you tell them?
My advice would be to really like think over what they're looking for like in not only in the collegiate esports team but in school as well and like see like exactly does this line up with what they really want and just to figure out what they really want and if it's going to be a good decision, from like a scholarly standpoint and from like a financial standpoint because there's a lot of things to consider. Like I thought it over a lot before I realized, okay, yes, this is a really good decision, I should go for this. So that's something that should be considered, and also like the time frame as well, because if you commit yourself to a collegiate team, it could potentially be a long time. um, so just consider it and think through like all your options, and don't ever make it like don't ever make a decision just off like an emotional reaction or anything like that. Just like, think it through, I guess.
So for you personally, how many hours do you think you game a week?
That's a good question. It's actually way less than it used to be, but before I would be putting in probably several hours a day into Smash. About a year ago, I was like really, really grinding it and put a lot of effort into it. But lately, like my priorities have shifted just a little bit, just because just because there's other things I need to focus on. Like I started working again recently and stuff like that. So it's taken a little bit of a backseat, but it's always something I focus on. So like even though I'm not necessarily playing all the time right now, I still try to get at least 30 to 60 minutes in a day. But I've been really busy lately, so it hasn't been looking like that lately. But if I'm not doing that, then there's still other stuff that kind of goes into it. Like I do a lot of research on mentality stuff and like stuff like meditation and stuff. So if I'm not gaming or whatever, there's still other things that I feel like is going towards my improvement at the game.
Could you expand a little bit on like meditating and how that helps you?
Yeah, so with a game like Smash, it can be like really volatile And one of the reasons why I pursued Smash is because, well, I've always liked it since a young age, but also it's always been like really challenging. Like Smash 4 came out, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start competing with Smash 4, and I started playing it. For whatever reason, when I started playing it, like I realized that I was getting kind of like I was getting like frustrated, like I was like kind of getting a little bit angry, and like I anger is something I don't really feel very often. So it was kind of like a challenge for me. I'm like, okay, this is really challenging. This game is really hard. I want to figure out how to do this. Like I want to challenge myself. And that was a lot of reason why I did that in Smash. Just like some other things like it can be comparable to kind of like chess and tennis in a way with like mentality aspects. And I used to play tennis in high school and I was never really like super good at it, but I was like I was really into it whenever I was playing for some reason. And there was a lot of frustration in that too back in high school when I played. So it was figuring out how to manage that frustration and how to like get it under control and actually channel it into something useful, because one of my goals is always to be like I want to be like a calm and collected person when I play. I like, even though I'm an emotional person, I can be an emotional person because I'm passionate and I care a lot about it. But that's kind of where the meditation comes in, because it lets you kind of be more like at one with yourself and your emotions and how you feel, and stuff like that. And also just kind of eases your mind a bit, and it can really help in those situations. Like if you practice meditation and then you're in game and you're playing, and there's a situation where it's like super high tense situation, it can kind of give yourself the advantage, because you might be a lot more calm than your opponent if you do practice stuff like meditation. And it just has a bunch of other benefits as well, because with something like Smash, I try to be like the best I can be in game and like out of game. I think there's a lot of factors that go into it, and I feel like if I improve everything that I can to the best of my ability, then it gives me like the highest chances to win, like in the game.
I know you speak about frustration and anger, but what about nerves? Like, do you get nervous?
Every now and then I definitely do get a little bit nervous. A lot of the things like a lot of the my nerves I kind of quell at this point, because I've been playing for like so long, where it's like if I go to a tournament, and I sit down, it's just like it's just me in the game, like it's just me in the match, and that's the goal, and it's just trying to learn and just play what's in front of me. But sometimes it does. There are a little bit of nerves, like for example in Vegas, because I'm not very often playing on like big stages. Sometimes it's smaller tournaments, and at Vegas it was a bigger stage and there was a lot more people watching, so it was a bit more of a unique situation that I wasn't always in, and there was a little bit of nerves there, although it was a bit under control. But um, I think I definitely have the nerves mostly under control. And if there's a new situation like the stage one, I feel like just having more experience with that kind of stuff kind of help quells it. And also, it's just because there's also other methods too, like telling yourself like, uh, like self-affirming stuff. I'm this is what I do. This I'm just gonna go up there and play the game and do my best. And telling yourself that kind of stuff helps with nerves a lot too. So.
As a coach, do you tell those things to the people that you're coaching as well when they're nervous?
Yeah, I try a lot to practice what I preach, and I do in my coaching. There's a lot of mentality coaching too, because uh, I feel like not a lot of I feel like it's a really interesting part of the game and just a part of life too. And I feel like it's not something people focus on a lot with coaching.
Poison orb emitting.
No charges left. Wall raised.
One enemy remaining.
Ah!
30 seconds left.
Shock dart. Enemy down.
One enemy remaining.
Take flight.
Poison orb emitting. Toxins failed.
Healing you.
There they are.
You will not kill my
One
ally.
enemy remaining.
I'm sorry, we could not work out our differences.
Enemy. All set up.
Thirty seconds left. Last player standing. Spike down, attacker spawn. 10 seconds left. Flawless.
Poison orb emitting. Poison's off.
Flashbang.
One enemy remaining.
I've survived much worse than you. Revealing area.
You are powerless.
Your duty is not over. What a way to die.
Last player standing.
You want to play? Let's play.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining. Spike down, attacker spawn. 30 seconds left. 10 seconds
My
left.
ult's not ready.
One enemy remaining.
Watch this! Don't get in my way!
Spike down B. Spike planted. Last player standing.
Poison's off. Can't be killed.
Knife deployed.
Shock dart.
They found my trap.
Spike down B. One enemy remaining.
Healing you.
Poison orb emitting. Poison's off.
Too slow.
Last player standing. Spike down B.
You want to play? Let's play.
Enemy marked.
Nowhere to run!
One enemy remaining. Spike down A. Flawless.
Trap destroyed.
Last round before the switch.
That's a good spot. This should do.
Don't get in my way.
I am the hunter.
You are powerless.
Spike down A.
Blocking sight.
No more. Take flight.
One enemy
Sova
remaining.
removed. Last enemy taken out. Your duty is not over.
Switching sides.
Toxins going up.
Throwing charge.
Toxin screen down.
Spike down B. Last player standing.
Toxins going up.
Spike planted.
Teleport's ready.
One enemy
Away
remaining.
with you. Perfect.
Poison's off.
All set up.
Poison's off.
Teleport's broken.
Spike planted.
Return to duck. I can't use that.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Teleport's ready. A gift.
Poison orb emitting.
Poison's off.
Blocking sight.
Welcome to my world.
One enemy remaining. Match point.
Enemy kill.
Spike down A.
Teleport's ready.
Toxins going up.
30 seconds left. One enemy remaining. Attackers win.
Toxin screen down.
//twitter.com/Septilence. Don't put that in. I'll get in trouble. So that's That's worth it. Did I get too close to the camera on that one? A little bit too close? Should I back up a little bit? Okay, sorry about that. My bad. I've been awake for probably close to 32 hours. Like, I have to like hold my keyboard like the normal way, because if I do it, I feel like I have arthritis if I hold my keyboard like that. It blows my mind. I can never do that. This guy right here, he's got his keyboard like off at an angle. His isn't that extreme. There's a kid all the way down to the far end who has his keyboard all the way at like a horizontal.
That's really cool.
They're going to be at that table right over there.
Public information?
Oh, I don't know. But this isn't live, so it doesn't matter.
It's not live, but like you and I know.
Yeah, we know.
I'm not gonna tweet it.
Awesome. What game do you play?
Smash Bros.
Who do you play? Is it embarrassing? Is it like Villager?
Yeah.
Is it Villager? Am I spot on? Oh my god. Is it the Ice Climbers?
No.
Is it Game & Watch?
No.
Is it Pichu?
No.
Is it Wario?
No.
I can keep going. I think I can name every character in the game. Is it, did I say the Ice Climbers already?
Yeah, you said them.
Is it them?
No.
Is it them a second time?
No.
Okay, alright. Oh, is it one of the Links?
Yes, it is.
Is it Toon Link?
It is.
Oh, that is pretty embarrassing. That is rough. Who do you play?
I'll give you $20 if you guess correctly right now.
First try? Give me a single hint.
It's an obscure character.
Obscure character.
Not played very often.
Is it Wii Fit Trainer?
Oh my god!
I'm the interviewer for a reason, baby. I do what I do. I don't need the money. I appreciate it, though. I appreciate it. So Bowser Jr., Wii Fit, and I forgot already. Are you all lying to me? Am I being gaslit? No. Bowser Jr., Wii Fit, and you told me already. Oh, Toon Link. Yep. Where's my main support at? Who are we playing this weekend?
A lot of Brig.
A lot of Brig, really?
Brig Lucio, probably.
Brig Lucio, really? I shouldn't say that too loud. I don't want to give away your strategies. It's over under.
What do you mean over under?
Like, do we think we're gonna podium? Do we think we're gonna come in last place?
Not last place.
Not last place.
Certainly not last.
What about like 5th place?
That's doable.
That's doable? That's winnable? 3rd place?
Third place.
That's where things get dicey.
That's very doable.
Okay.
First place? That's very doable.
First place, very doable. Love it. That's the mindset. That's what he loves to hear. Yeah. Oh my God. Hold on. Cut the cameras. Well, who are you? Hello. Oh my God. I saw you earlier. I saw the back of your shirt. And I was like, I know that name. I know him. It's a quick play game. They Q-sniped each other at land. I thought it was a scrim. It's just unlucky. Are you actually a Villager player?
Yeah.
How do you feel about Villager being notably worse in Smash Ultimate than they were in Smash 4?
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know? You never played Smash 4?
No.
Oh, that's all right. Nobody's gonna hold that against you. Now, who do you play?
I play Robin.
Okay, wow. Did you know Robin has the lowest pick rate in the game?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Come on, the LEDs, it looks just like Samus.
Huh?
Do you disagree?
I guess I can see
The
it.
Samus vibe. Show the controller to the camera. We're interviewing. This is recording, by the way. Surprise.
Not my controller.
Who do you play?
I play Peach.
Oh, wow. I like that. Who do you play?
I play the Shotos, mostly Kazuya.
No, you lose against Kirby. That's just like a statistics thing.
Yeah. It's maybe.
This is a death match, and I think they're all in the same one. They're all on Icebox. Are they all in the same death match? Maybe. Who knows? I feel like none of them can hear me. I want to like approach somebody, but no one can hear. They all have both their headphones on.
What's up?
How do we think we're doing?
I think we're doing pretty good. Yeah.
What's your kitty?
We're looking at 10 and 6 right now.
Oh, hey, that's 3rd, dude. That's better than I expected. Who's bottom frag right now? I want to go talk to them. Ian? Hey, how do you think we're doing so far?
It could be better.
Could be better? You one of those rough days?
Well, you know.
Let's go find more people to harass.
Yeah.
Where's Boise State? Who's your favorite to play?
Oh, right now it's got to be either Chamber or Breach.
What country is Cypher from?
Oh, dude. It's Moroccan, right?
It is Morocco. Oh my God, I don't think anyone is gonna get that. Oh, you're good. You're good. All right, see you later. Let's go harass Boise State more. Who is this? What school is this? Boise?
This is Boise.
Oh man, that's okay. Boise's still got really good odds. A Large Bagel, one of their tank players, Nerdy Bird, they're off tank. Both of them not here. A little bit scary, if we're being honest. Getting warmed up, getting ready to cast some players. No, not cast, interview. Change your mindset, change your mindset.
Words.
No, but last words until we come back.
Oh, okay.
Because we're leaving.
Enjoy.
Oh, that was good, Anything from you?
How are you doing, Polly?
Awesome, thank you so much for your time.
Well, my name is Darren Wheeler. I'm a junior at Cornell College, and I play for the Overwatch and Smash Ultimate team there. I also play football, and I enjoy playing Ultimate Frisbee as well.
Wow, how do you have time for all that?
I have no idea.
Just gotta prioritize, right?
Yeah.
So how long have you been playing Overwatch and Smash, you said?
Overwatch, I started playing the summer before I came to Cornell, which was in 2019. And since then, I've gone from bronze to Masters ranking just by being on the team. And Smash, I started when the game first came out, but I haven't played the game competitively until around the end of last year.
And what made you want to start competing?
At the time, our esports coach, we just started getting into like big tournaments and stuff. And so we went to a tournament where one of the PGR, one of the top 50 players in the world, was appearing, and we played him, and it was not pretty. It was we got stomped into the dirt, and so that I didn't like that. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna play better, and I'm gonna figure out how to beat someone like that because that was not fun.
And what have you done to get better at the game? Like, what kind of strategies do you use?
We have weekly practices. We have Monday, Thursday, and Friday. We practice. I play by myself, of course. I go to tournaments, and from these tournaments against good players, I take the film that I get, and I VOD review it, learn what I could have done better, um, and figure out things like positioning, usage of abilities, that type of thing.
So, what do you think about your team? How does it feel to be a part of an esports team? And do you guys all get along? Are you guys friends?
Oh yeah, it's fantastic. We like if we're all in the room together, we're just joking around. Which sometimes makes it hard to practice because it's very hard. It's hard to get serious when it's really goofy like that. But I love being on the team. It's like one of the reasons I stayed on the esports team, because we had a director change. Despite the director change was because I just love the team.
That's really good. You guys support each other and all that. That's awesome. You said you've gone to competitions and stuff. Well, how often do you think you game a week? How many hours do you think you play a week?
Maybe over 24, maybe 30 hours. It's a lot of time.
You play Smash and Overwatch. Which one do you like better and why?
I like Smash better. One, fighting games have always been my thing before shooters, so that's part of it. And I'm much better at Smash than I am at Overwatch. Overwatch is more of a team-based game, so your individual performance matters a lot less. But Smash, everything that you do, it's all on you, so you can always improve on that.
And I know you've been to competitions and stuff before, but do you still get nervous when you're about to compete, or are you pretty confident?
Oh man. Yeah, I get nervous still. It depends though. I usually have music playing, calm my nerves, but especially if I'm going against a player who I know is very high ranked, very well known, very good. In tense situations, I just get nervous, and it just doesn't go well if that happens. But yeah, I still get nervous.
Yeah, I think that's natural though. Are there any specific teams or schools that your team kind of watches out for or that you really want to beat?
Iowa State, their team is crazy. So they have most of the top ranking players in Iowa. So those guys they have a big target on their backs.
Can you tell me a little bit about what you think about CECC and do you think your team will go to Atlanta?
Currently, our team we're going over a massive overhaul because we're down a lot of players due to transfers and other things, but it's still possible. I think we can do it.
Okay, yeah, we hope to see you there. um, Backtracking a little bit, what are you studying in school? What's your major?
Biochemistry.
Okay. Jeez, you do it all. What the heck? What do you plan to do with biochemistry? And do you ever see any overlap between what you're learning in school and esports?
My initial plans were to possibly go into medicine, but I'm leaning more towards biochemical research. So I don't know if that overlaps somehow, but if it can, that'd be great.
Would you ever want to be an esports coach?
Of course. It's so fun. It's so fun.
Yeah, when you're not doing medicine and you find time between football and the ultimate frisbee, maybe you can be an esports coach.
I'll find time to do it all, I guess.
Yeah. Are there any players on your team that stick out to you, whether it be a success story, their growth, or even yourself that you want to talk about?
Let's see. Well, of course, myself is a good success story, I guess. Because when I joined the Smash and Overwatch team in 2019, I was garbage. Like it was bad. Like I said earlier, I was bronze rank in Overwatch, which lowest possible rank. It's terrible down there. And then from there, I went to Masters, which is the second highest rank, which is just ridiculous. And then in Smash, I was also bad. So, and now I'm one of the top ranking players in Iowa. So it's pretty good.
So, what has been your proudest moment or specific moment? I know you jumped ranks there, but has there been any specific moments in a game or tournament that really you're proud of?
It was last year during we had a Smash tournament, Smash Ultimate tournament. It was a Wi-Fi tournament. To qualify for the national part of it, we needed to beat this one school, and the school had some really good players. Like I think they had a Link player.
Enemy mark.
Spike down mid.
Revealing area.
30 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
Revealing area.
Spike down mid.
Throwing charge.
Last player standing.
Shutting them down. Shadows traveling. Flashbang. No.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining. Spike planted.
That works. That's a good spot.
I am the hunter!
Blocking sight.
One enemy remaining.
Silence. And we're clear. Flash. Cover going.
30 seconds left. Last player standing. Flawless.
Taking charge.
Spike planted.
Scanning ahead. There they are.
One enemy remaining.
Scanning ahead.
You are powerless. Grenade.
Spike planted.
You want a piece of this?
One enemy remaining.
Revealing area.
Spike planted.
Down.
Flashbang.
Night night.
Revealing area. Found
Nowhere. One enemy remaining. One enemy remaining. Clutch.
You want to play? Let's play.
Spike planted. Last player standing. Flawless.
Blocking sight.
They found my trap.
You are powerless.
Initiated.
Die. A fine death.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
3 gone.
Another round converted for James Madison University. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, or whatever you identify as in the chat? It's Catnator coming to you mid-map. It's an absolute pleasure to join you here through the vocal cords for this one. JMU have been running it up. They're 8-2 right now, and well, all 8 of those rounds have come in a row, stringing them together like they're making a friendship bracelet, and that trend looking to continue on into this round. They've got Russell Sage on the back lines. Good util to come through for them, at least outside of B main. A dark cover gonna call for time, but JMU, they do not care. They'll walk straight through. That's a turret down. That's both players on site gone out of that one. So he tried to make a play out of market, caught by Cermak, and now out the round. That's that 2-player disadvantage. And remember, they still are on that eco, so they can get just a couple rifles, a little bit of confidence, and hitting a nice shot like that one right there from Shade Sarah. Things might be all right. Yeah, going to be on this close contact angle, looking for the knife. We'll get the one slash, but not enough to find the kill. Menace will take that one back. We'll take a rifle for their troubles, and suddenly the round has become winnable. Paranoia is going to come through early. Dash still to be activated for Menace. It's a close crossfire though to deal with. Not going to be easy at all to isolate these 1v1. Smoke will go forward, and Nasraf's already on the log position, so we'll finish the job. 3 rifles to fall for Russian Sage isn't bad. Yeah, consider the fact though that JMU, they've now won 9 straight, so they've definitely got the economy to rebuy regardless, and that they are going to do. Hunter's Fury online for Nasraf. He wants to throw it early to get this team into the site. Yeah, I was gonna have a Bladestorm as well, which could always come up for some flashy plays. You don't really need it. It's that Eco Ultimate is not gonna have an immense amount of value here, but yeah, whatever you want to do with it, most definitely. Comp's pretty even in regards to this one, so we can't really call this one on initiator difference. It just looks like JMU playing a better game right now. You gotta step out into mid. He will pop that blaze. So I'm looking for those flashy plays. 3 on Cat. Russell Sage read this one nicely. They're set up for it. That fragment gonna force Menace off the angle, and Yao's Judge will force him out of the round. Shades Air will swing wide for a trade. Another fragment to stall out the time on this push. No one watching main just yet, and suddenly the Omen for James Madison to creep forward. Tundra's picked up one. He's going to absolutely falter this hold, this Yao to sneak through on Shade. Zera gets caught out, and what is that pinch? No one has that A main angle, so oh my goodness, Cermak is clean with the tap. Take another one down. Plant will go onto the site here for James Madison, and you're looking at a hard 1v3. If you're Schmidt, you don't have money to rebuy the next one, so you save, you get one hero rifle, doesn't really matter too much. Gonna look to try to convert this round. 2 players towards hell. You hear those steps, you see the off shot. That's one. We're gonna fall down towards hell. Yao known about. We'll step into the smoke. We'll find the right click. Yoke comes out early round, and well, it'll be the difference maker at the end of it. It's 10-2. It's a 10-0 run for James Madison to end the half. They take the pistol. You almost guarantee that they're gonna take the series here and move on to be 4-0 on week 4 here of the ECAC. You got to give love to the whole roster here for James Madison, really. Tundra 4-7, but they've got the assist to back it up. 6 assists coming off an Omen, which is honestly a bit hard to do at times. Those assists are coming from throwing dark covers in places and having players blocked off. They walk out of the smoke, get killed. That's an assist. Or from paranoias. And paranoias are pretty hard to hit on the Omen. They have this pretty narrow margin for their actual spread on the blind, and it's hard to convert frags off of them. So they definitely had value, if not in terms of frags. The rest of the JMU leaderboard pretty even in regard to the spread of the kills. Yao out early for 1. So that's the Sova. That's that intel initiator caught out very early. Madison stepped through A main, gonna have good positioning. This one's so close. A wide swing for Menace, and a frag picked up. So that's space to be created out towards A main. Rest of the team gonna get that information relayed, and they're gonna head their way out towards the site. So that's site open for Russell. We'll send Menace back now to reconsolidate with the team. Yao's found the second on towards Cat. Contact behind door, but nothing to be caught. Players will sit towards hell here. Russell says he's gonna play close contact here on Scaffold. It's gonna be a hard one. Pop flash to come forward. Madison's picked up 1 early. Nusraf will come out the blind and take 2 away from Scaffold. That's what Schmied into a 1v2, and he'll get absolutely pinched. Look for the wide swing of the chamber out through his door, and it'll be the Sova to swing Scaffold to finish the round. 11-2 for JMU. They've got the pistol after what was already a 10-round run. They'll now be an 11-round run. We look to take up ourselves into round 14. And Russell Sage, you almost have to force buy this one. Thought about it. See with the Spectre in the hand, I don't feel confident enough in the money to really go for it. That makes things awkward. I mean, you either force into this round, or you try to play next round and play with OT on your back the entire time. It's just too many rounds, and they'll recognize that now. So not sure who the voice in the team calling for that force buy is, but that's definitely going to be the right call with all things considered.
Take flight.
Really drawn up towards A main. There's a stack for JMU, but it's over on the B site, so they actually have themselves some room. Tundra almost suppressed. So we'll break the dagger in time. We'll swing out here towards Dice for 1. We'll have help as well. By the way, a Yao Dork took the dark cover right now, though, so they've got the work to do. Mur on the rotate here in time. Cermak will find value. Mur with a headhunter, and Tundra to get involved as well. Everybody for JMU finding the frags, and they've shut down what is this force by team. Shade Zero out, full flashed, and out the round. Yao will have it. 1 of 2 subs, both finding themselves value in that round. Yao and Tundra come in for game 2, and they make their presence known. It's match point now. That was just the Russell Sage force buy, so they're going back into this one with limited weaponry once more. Fortunately for them, JMU deciding they don't really want to buy, but in this round they want to guarantee if somehow something goes awry in this one, they'll have full rifles going into the next, which guarantees that this one going to be decently even in terms of what's in the hands of both teams' players. JMU to stack up B yet again. Russell haven't been able to find oh my goodness. Yao gonna find the micro adjustment on that Marshall shot. Nails the head of the Tiles player, and that's the entry duelist. Russell Sage out this round very, very early. So she with some shots through the dark cover. Yao looking for the classic right click. Will get out of dodge. So almost a trade potential from the Sova. Just make presence known instead. And Nazaraf gonna take that presence and swing into mid off it. It's an initiator gone now. Both flashes gone. The entry duel is gone for Russell Sage. And they're still stuck in the middle of the map. Found pressure cat, found pressure mid. They can't work those extremities. They got a chamber all the way up towards B main. The only real avenue is A main right now, and no one from Russell Sage there to know about it. Now can't find the head, but can certainly find the shoulders. But caught to his knees and his toes, and so he will have that one. Tundra on site. We'll pick up a trade. Still 2-on-4, all things considered. Not an easy challenge if you are the Russell Sage team. Paranoid gonna come through. Perfectly placed from Tundra, and he'll find a frag off it. Shades here, gotta be the hero on this one. A 1-on-4, caught by the dart. We'll catch a frag, and we'll catch a death. Tundra, a 3K to finish it off. It's 13-2. James Madison University. They'll lose the first 2 rounds, but well, they'll win the last 13. It's a roll going all the way through. A confident game 1 for them. A shaky little start to Ascent, but man, did they ever come back smooth. 13 is absolutely ridiculous in a row. I mean, it's technically a 13-0. They do lose the first 2 rounds of that pistol and then round afterwards, but the fact that they're able to get back going that quickly is quite impressive. So that puts them up to what is going to be 4-0 here, as it is week 4 of the ECAC. And unfortunately for Russell Sage, now 0-4. So a tough start to their season. Fortunately for them, I believe the top half of the ECAC conference actually does make it out into playoffs. So if they can turn things around here after this week, find the winning ways in the next 4 weeks, there is still a chance they qualify. But right now, JMU almost guaranteeing even if they don't win another game this season, since they've won those first half, they should be pretty solid to qualify for playoffs on that bottom seed. But right now they're set to look for the very top. And I mean, this team is absolutely phenomenal. They play so well. They have roster depth. We saw with those 2 subs of Yao and Tundra coming in and having value. I mean, looking like starting players, even if they are coming off the bench, or if it's a scenario where they're playing certain players for certain maps, they look very, very good. And we've seen them have deep runs, not just in the ECAC, but in events like the CECC qualifiers as well. So they look to take trips into that LAN event here later into the year. So immense value for this team. And I mean, it shows, right? James Madison pulls up the Bulldogs. Well, they got that dog in them for a reason. It's a clean 2-0. They get the job done. And, well, we'll see if we get a chance to talk to them, maybe about their roster depth, maybe about how this team's performing. And, of course, we got to hear from the team that's 4 on this season, right? So don't go anywhere. When we come back, hopefully we can talk to the Bulldogs.
One enemy remaining. Seconds left.
You will not kill my
One enemy remaining.
I'm sorry, we could not work out.
Last player standing. Spike down, attacker spawn. 10 seconds left. Flawless. Seconds
My
left.
ult's not ready.
One enemy remaining.
Enemy marked.
Nowhere to run!
One enemy remaining.
Take flight.
One enemy remaining.
Last enemy taken out.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Teleport's ready.
Blocking sight.
Welcome to my world.
One enemy remaining.
Enemy kill.
One enemy remaining.
You want a piece of this?
One enemy remaining.
Die.
of confidence and hitting a nice shot like that one right there from Shade Sarah. Things might be all right. Yao going to be on this close contact angle. Looking for the knife. We'll get the one slash. You get one hero rifle. Doesn't really matter too much. Going to look to try to convert this round. 2 players towards hell. You hear those steps. You see the off shot. That's one. We're going to fall. Down towards hell. Yao known about. We'll step into the smoke. We'll find the right click. Towards hell here. Russell says he's going to play close contact here on Scaffold. It's going to be a hard one. Pop flash to come forward. Madison's picked up one early. Now Seraph will come out the blind and take 2 away from Scaffold. That's what Schmid into a 1v2, and he'll get absolutely pinched. Now, though, so they've got the work to do. Mur on the rotate here in time. Cermak will find value. Mur with the Headhunter and Tundra to get involved as well. Everybody for JMU finding the frags, and they've shut down what is this Force by team. Shade Zero out, full flashed, and out the round. Yao will have it.
There's so many other jobs as well that can translate out of this experience in esports. The only path is not just as a player. I think all of us are representative of jobs in esports, but it mirrors traditional sports in pretty much the same way. You've got, you know, broadcasters, you've got production people, you've got marketing and sales, and now NIL and things like that. But really, esports is kind of a great accelerator for a lot of new businesses that are coming up in the metaverse and Web3, and there's a lot of new technology that is going to be needed. And so these STEM students that are also esports athletes are really the future workforce and leaders of tomorrow. And, you know, us as well as all of our brand partners that we work with really recognize this. And I think that's really, you know, a key driver of why brands are in this space. They want to be part of building that future workforce and leadership and shaping it and supporting it. So, yeah, it's been a very interesting space to watch.
And we offer such a big, you know, we offer such a big counterpart to traditional sports also, because when it's a counterpart, but it's also the same, is what I'm trying to say. Because when you're traditional sports and they're done after their 2-a-day workout and they're done after their practice scrim, they're coming home to play Call of Duty and relax and put their feet up and get a drink and play video games. It grows their brain, problem-solving skills, and their hand-eye coordination while they're home. Hand-eye coordination, if you're a football player, massive skill. So it helps build those things while they're off the field. And then for us, vice versa, if you're an esports athlete, one of the errors I had growing up when I was competing in esports is that I was not active enough. I played sports, I competed a little bit, but I wasn't active enough truly when I look at it. So that's one area that esports players can learn from in terms of activity and physical and the marrying of both. People say, oh, sports and esports, video games. Not really. We're just kind of the tech industry's competitive form of competition, as to where traditional sports are more physical, hands-on. So I believe in the marrying of these two sectors and that they actually live together while also being counterparts.
I think then to speak to something about marrying, right, from traditional to esports, that to me speaks to this whole new thing, at least again from you guys, right? You guys have more traditional sports background, right? Paul, Mike, and all of that. But I think let's talk NIL then, because I think that's something that I think is really interesting, that at least when I heard about it, right, of what we're trying to do with, you know, esports athletes, schools, programs in general, because it wasn't something you would think normally, right? You could understand, right, football player on the field, star quarterback, it makes sense, right? The guy is somebody that everybody knows on campus, whether you're on the team, off the team, or you're just going to the school, it makes sense. But I think, you know, nowadays it's not as common, or people don't think that they could be somebody that their name is out there, right? Or that they're known, right? As we're growing the space, as we're putting this together, it almost feels really interesting that, you know, your star entry in Valorant, or your star forward on Rocket League, right? Whatever the case might be, now they can have NIL deals. It's a thing out there, and I think, I don't know, maybe Mike, you want to start off, but
I think thank you for teeing that up. So I was talking for too long. I forgot to bring NIL into the mix. So it's a common occurrence, occupational hazard. So I would say that so NIL for I'm sure most of you watching understand what it is, but NIL stands for name.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Esports U Network. We just got done with what is an ECAC Week 4 matchup where we see James Madison University go 4-0, Russell Sage drop to 0-4. Now, we've got ourselves a special guest coming in on to the desk to talk to us. You might know him as the Sage. You might know him as what was the KO in game 2. Or if you're me, you know him as James. What's going on, man? Fantastic first game. How you feeling?
Good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely, man. A pleasure to watch you play. We get in collegiate, I feel like players role swapping pretty often. I will say going to Sage and Icebox, I feel like is a role that's necessary. Then to come into KO for your map too, is that comfortable for you? Do you feel like there's any pressure in having to fill in such a way?
Yeah, I mean, most maps I usually just play Flash Initiator, but in our Icebox comp, we don't have a Flash, so I just flex Sage. But
sure.
They're all pretty comfortable for me.
Nice. Very nice. So the roster felt pretty clean, pretty even overall. Like standings pretty scattered, everybody coming in finding frags. Do you feel like that's a big part in what that 4-0 success is?
Yeah, I feel like everybody on the team can frag and hold their own. And just really what we practice is hammering in the teamwork part of it. So we know everybody can frag, but the biggest thing in our like competitiveness is our teamwork.
Yeah, perfect. So in map 2, we get a switch up of players on the roster playing the map. We get Yao and Tundra stepping into sub. Is that because there's just a ridiculous roster depth on the team? Anyone can play whenever, or is it more of a map specific players?
Usually we have map specific players, but today we had a couple of people who had to get after the first map. But luckily our subs, all our subs can also frag and fall out. So everybody from the starters from the subs can hold their own. So if we need to call on them, we're confident that they can come through.
Yeah, sub top frag and definitely ball it out. Not gonna lie. How deep is the roster?
We have 4 subs right now.
Dang.
So, yeah.
Almost 2 rosters with the sub. That's crazy. That's very crazy. You guys.
A lot. It's fun.
Interesting. So you guys 4-0 in ECAC, obviously, but it's not the only conference that you guys play in, and you're usually pretty dominant in all of them. So what is scheduling like for you guys having to play so many matches, and is there pressure trying to be successful in all of them?
Yeah, we play twice a week. We play in NACE and ECAC, and then we have 2 other practices a week. It's hard to find time to practice with everybody's schedule, but we have a set of scrims a week, usually a set of dry runs and VOD review a week, and then our 2 games. And then we just in scrims we go over our game plan, and then we just try to execute it both days, and just do our best with what we got.
Oh yeah. So a good start to the season for you. But I gotta ask, what's the goal this season? What threshold do you want to hit to feel like you were successful?
We have a couple seniors leaving after this semester, so we're hungry. We want it all.
That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Well, on track for it right now. Looking to be one of those higher seeds if things keep going well. 4 more weeks to go before 4-0 right now for you. Sir Mac, do you got shout outs? You got people to hype up here at the end of the interview?
Shout out the whole team. Yeah, they really showed up today. Everybody, when we called on them, they did their job. And just on to the next week.
Oh yeah, on to the next week. Everybody showed up. Thanks for showing up on the desk, and good luck in week 5.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, of course. Fantastic interview. The depth of the team, 4 subs is ridiculous, and the fact that they can sub in so successfully and have value is awesome. Collegiate esports is always interesting because you gotta juggle schedules of trying to be a collegiate athlete while simultaneously keeping the grades up, stuff like that. We got multi-sport athletes sometimes. So the fact that those players have to go off their map 1 and they know for a fact it's going to be 2 players to step in to have value regardless is huge for a team. Definitely helps with the mental game. It's the reason James Madison is so successful, man. 4-0 and only looking to go up from here. But that's going to do us for us here on the desk here today. If you want to check out some more Valorant actions going on right now at twitch.tv/esportsu, the main network, so feel free to do so. But until then, we'll see you later.
It's Angry Monkey time from a fan with a 3K. Call that the Primal Blade.
As our first Smash play of the year, it's the clean 9 stock from Hydra to lock down New Jersey City's 2-0 win against Husson.
As they go for that kill confirm again, it's not going to connect this time, but there it is, just waiting on the platform for the spike. NJCU cleaning up in their signature style. Hydra leading the charge all the way home.
Next up, it's every shorty player's dream, and what's going to be a nightmare for University at Albany.
Up close and personal. This is the one player who's got a chance with his read. about timing here. So step forward now into the angle. Certainly good for one. There's the one. No one's reswung. He's reloaded. This never happens to a shorty player. Nebula's up now as well.
In our next clip, who needs teammates when you've got a wall? Grim surely doesn't.
Snaps and passes. They tried their best, and that is an open goal. But unfortunately, out the top, it's gonna be the header in. Tit for tat. Grim takes it in on their own.
Ooh, spicy little double tap right there. You saw him looking for it, but that's not an easy read.
Rounding out our top 3, it wouldn't be a highlight video without our first ace of the season. D. DeRocco, this one's for you. Enjoy.
Cake out GSV.
A great shot there. Oh,
I know
deep push coming for the for an ace. Rocco looking for one of their own. There's going to be a 4K already coming through. Now a 2v1. The hard rotate through. And the kill.
Ace.
Rocco picking up the ace early and securing a true single player dominance.
In our runner-up spot, AZ Tropical has a bunch of things to do in this clip. The SD into, well, he's got a lot. Just take a look.
But all right, 2 stocks to 6 for the Fanshawe team. Starting off strong, 45%, 54 uncontested. Let's see what Andy has to offer, because right now he's getting duffed by the Street Fighter.
Ooh, very good option coverage with those up tilts, but you're gonna get jabbed once, and there's the uppercut right there, sent straight off the top. AZ Tropical now battling it out on Yoshi's story. It's looking kind of tough.
And as I was saying, if a character is going to start steamrolling, it's definitely a character with so much crazy zero death potential as we've seen in Kin, because wow, only 19% so far. And this isn't just any character, this is against Fire Mithra. Oh my god! Getting dared right in the face. AZ Tropical only 2 stocks away from tying this entire.
And in our number 1 spot in the you hate to see it category, what's higher than a high noon? Well, Becomix has the answer.
Trade out Leo Leon here, however, Key Universe making important and inexorable progress. Leo Rafam taking a lot of damage, and it's Becomix finding 3 on the way down! Down goes Duck, and this is looking like an absolute rout for Keen University. Muskingum University just found lacking in points.
Man, after seeing all of that, doesn't that just make you want to say, wow? I mean, for me, I'm definitely speechless and so excited to continue bringing you guys these plays and all of this collegiate esports content. Now, if you want to check out more of the buzz on social media, definitely give us a follow on Twitter at ECAC_esports. Or, if you just want to check out the action live, be sure to tune in on our Twitch channel at ECAC_esports. With that said, I do want to give out a shout out to our partners at Esports U for not only helping to us expand our content, but really also to help bring up all of you guys more of this great collegiate esports action. Now, thank you all so much.